Good morning, everybody. So one thing to note, I took a position this morning, and I bought in at 95.60, somewhere like here, on this candle, somewhere around here. Bought in somewhere there, and I came out, as you can see, a little bit bad on this candle. So I came out about 04, which I think should be about here. Yeah, 440, so literally there. Just because how fast that this pushed up, pushed back down, pushed up, and then began to push back down, made me like, no. And the two 15-minute candles were just standing like that as well, so. I'm actually going to jump in it. $272 risk it. Time is it? 2:08. 14:08. Progress. Gold. Entry. My cat's on my desk. Think we might be wrong here. Basically down almost all of the position that I won earlier. Yeah. But I mean, when you look on the 30, it's somewhat expected. I probably should have waited to get a better entry. But I thought it could slip off there. So I mean, 50, that's 30. It's actually kind of annoying because part of me actually wants to, so I think I'm gonna move stops a bit bigger. Part of me almost wants to jump in here because we are here. We are in this bracket. You know what I mean? Where we bounced from yesterday. So will that support turn resistance? That's what I'm thinking. Hey? What are you looking at? Do you want to jump over here? It's kind of ironic because if I was holding this would still be pushing up, which is why I was slightly iffy about whether I should trade this, whether I should get in or not. 15 is about to close. Should I go? Yeah? So far, the position is, running against us. 30-minute close. Not the best. bit annoying. Wow. Fucking hell. I'm actually doubling down. That's not a good idea, but I'm only risking extra 200 E. And the reason I'm doing that is because that probably would have been somewhat the right thing to do if I actually got my entry here. Entry here, price pushes down, close, yeah, you jump in again. This happens, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So ooh, that's rough because that is basically the area I should actually be referencing. That's why I choose the aqua, because all these other colours are so strong. Like that. No, fuck that. Fuck it, aqua. You know what? Fuck this off. If we got like a... Yeah, I'll do orange. Fifteen-minute close. Oh, the thing is, she could go. She could go both ways. So like, even if you look on that 15-minute, that little push there has literally equalized the floor. So if this pushes through there now, it's just and it's fair. Price has done what structure needs to do. It's adhered to the control mechanisms of and trend. And price can just go from there and push whatever, but price filling there just means it's I don't know, like it's hit a floor, it's hit a problem, and it's touching a problem now, and it's testing the floor. And you can see we're in a trend. As we've said many times, you can see we're in a trend. When trend lines are broken, price can move quite fast out of them. This is for the 5 minute close. Oh, it's dangerous. Have to be wary and be careful. Oh, hang on a minute. You got to be very wary and careful when prices moving like this. Checking the economic calendar to make sure there's no news at 3. There is. Fed Waller's speech. I was going to say it does look like it might be gearing up for something like that. It's only a medium. So I don't think I'm gonna exit just because of that. Say if it was a big news release, so I believe like tomorrow's CPI, for example, it's within your best interest to, protect yourself as much as possible. So where's she gonna close on the hourly? Ah, funny bastard. So I took my compound position here at a point of structure where price very well might just be pushing down and touching here. Took the compound here, like I said, because price very well could be pushing down here before it is making. Sorry, price may be pushing down to make a wick before it reverses and pushes back up. Which is why I took that position, because I would be more angry if price comes up here and ends up taking me out. Than if price goes all the way back down through here. Hopefully we survive, but price still is yet to actually form a bearish sequence in the terms of higher highs or higher lows or lower lows and lower highs. You can see on the 1 minute time frame it's beginning to, what people might say, quote unquote, change structure. However, as you see with a lot of the not IC markets, with the ICT traders or all of the online bullshit, a lot of the time you'll see something like this where price going up and you got like a trend line and you got hello, higher high, higher low. Could say higher high, but that's more of an equal. But then higher low, higher high, just by a bit, still kind of an equal high. But then you've got a push back down, and this is most definitely a lower low, which is why I took that position. Because at this point here, we are also touching, you get what I mean? We're touching down here, and like you've seen, we've pushed back up. Our entry was, let's do that. Our entry was 967. So we would be by. So that was our position, basically, yeah. On this one. So we are right by, we're coming up, right to where we were. Now, like I said, you could see how if we entered where we were, this is like the breakout point, as you can see. That's why I jumped in drawdown, even though it's quote unquote against my rules. Jumping in drawdown is against my rules. However, this is where I would have wanted price. This is where I wanted within this zone is where I wanted to sell price. I sold price down here first originally. So actually I should take this, put that out there, because that is where I got out. You see what I mean? So I got in there, but ideally this is the entry with stops above. Why? Because you've got this and the, what people might say, local highs, or the 15 and the closest 30. So the last up before the down when you had a little break, you get what I mean? because this candle is the breaker. So yeah, there you go. Look, price pushing up. We would be at break even now. I would have hit break even. I would have been more annoyed if I just hit break even now than if I took that and we were down there. Because the thing is I can jump in again now if I want. If this comes off here, I can jump in, maybe maybe a point or two lower, but ideally we would want to see, like I said, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Now if we can form, now lower high, then we can start to look in to push it maybe down into here and hit lower lows. Why here? Because this is this point here. This is where I got out earlier. Why? Because the lows of this, like if you were to draw a box out, you know what I mean, of that, rectangle properties, parameters, value 02 to 07. So you've got a 50 point low problem on the daily as well. So it's a big problem. So low to weekly. That's why I referenced it. Which could very well be why price is bouncing off here. I say it's that is why price is bouncing off it. Hopefully we can make a lower high, but like I said, that other position would not have survived. I could smell it because there is no bearish change in structure. You could argue this is the bearish change in structure. So normally, if I'm practicing to full discipline, because I have slightly jumped in impulsively here, rather impulsively, that's rather a bad entry, to be honest. Arguably you should say I should have been taken out here, but then again, like you can say this was the reference point. Like I have survived with the skin of my teeth. My analysis was good enough at the time to keep me that position. Jumped in with sticking a bit of my nutsack on the table, because if I lost, I would have lost about 1.5%. I would have lost about 500, and I would have been a little bit like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Because I still would have been looking for a potential move like this, but just off it. Now this is where trading can get really hard and really frustrating at times, because it's the mental poise. Because the whole point is, if I hadn't jumped in here, this would be a completely different trade. Why? Because I probably would have got hit a break even here. And if I hadn't got put a break even here, right now I'd be thinking, fuck, like I'm right by break even. Should I jump? Should I leave it? Because part of me would be thinking, right, well, if I wasn't in at all though, now is kind of the point where I might be looking to jump in. So now, obviously, like I'm saying, I am now poised with the question, do I compound again? Do I try and get back in again? So far today, I am up. So far today, I'm up 300, which is how just the tiny little positions they do add up, and they can, they can pay. But yeah, so 2 small positions with not a lot of, well, I say not a lot of risk. To be fair, like when price was pushing up here, I was underwater, like almost that much. But this is where truly, the only way to get good at trading that I will honestly say is time in the market. Sometimes you get to time the market, you get what I mean? You're timing, all one word, instead of time in the market. So what am I saying? Because you might be thinking, well, what the fuck are you on about, Tyler? So, up here on the Friday, look at these two trades. I've got compound position as well, but look at these two trades. In my opinion, especially from what I've seen, given that this was to close in the end of the week, yeah, let me highlight that. And this was on a funded account, so you have to close before the end of the week. This is pretty fucking good in my book. Yeah, bought it up, patiently waited, sold it off, got a compound position as well. Did nicely. 1.3, the day where I did 1.39. To basically 1.4. Probably one of my best trading days, actually, if I'm being honest. This is probably my best trading day ever so far in the terms of discipline, precision, and entry and exit. I could have held into here, but I started work at 5. So that would have been like, would I have been able to exit here? Probably not. Would I have been maybe looking to exit over here? Probably. So this was actually a pretty damn good exit, because it still gave me enough time to, get on with my life. Where's gold? Still there. So the point that I was saying, time in the market beats timing the market. The ability to do this takes a while, and this was, like I said, probably one of the best trading days I've had in terms of, like I said, discipline. Waited through here, said, right, I think it's got to go now. I think she's going. Got out, right up here, saying, you've got a bit of steam behind you before you push it, so it might curl, and if it does curl, I think I'm going to get him. Got him. All good. Whatever. Now, doing stuff like this it all depends on what's your risk tolerance, what's your risk profile, what can you mentally handle, and still stay poised, still stay calm. Yeah. So, like I said with that trade before, I came out because I'd be more annoyed that I hit break even here, because I'd be thinking, should I jump back in again? Whereas, like I said, now I've taken basically 0.5% off the table. So now 2 positions that I've taken 0.5% off the table, and I'm 50 off. So I've made 300. I'm 50 off from making 1%. So I'm literally up like what, 0.85, 0.9, basically 1% for the day so far, which is lovely, which is beautiful, and I'm happy. My target was 37 to hit that today. It's an ideal. So now this position, now it's coming up, my psychology is fine. I don't really give a flying fuck. It's okay. And you look at this here, this still can push down. It can come up, and it might come up, and it might touch me out, but I'm risk free. I'm chilling. I don't care. And the reason I'm saying about this is because you need to do what's best for you. Yeah. If you wanted to hold all of it, yeah, cool. If that's your risk profile, cool. Because this might change here now. This might be the perfect entry. If I'm being honest, this is pushing down. This is what we're looking for. But there's beauty in just not doing too much. You get what I mean? This, if it hits down here, it's 700, which means I've got basically just another 700 odd left to make before I pass the challenge. That means I could jump in now and potentially get in that challenge. But the whole point is mental poise and mental clarity for some people is worth so much more. So someone like myself, I can get frustrated quite easily. It's why I've been a fighter at a certain point in my life. People can push my buttons and I will react. It's something that I've spent the last 15 years trying to control, my emotions. And how does stuff like this make you feel? How does the candles just pushing straight up from when you're in profit? How does all of this make you feel? Are you indifferent from it? Can you actually be indifferent? Because there has been times, yeah, where I have literally, where prices move like this, yeah, and I've sold. It's taken me out, and I'm like, right, cool, fuck it, breakout. So at this point, then I've bought. So like straight away, I've bought straight back in, and the price is pushed down in and shitted. And then at this point, I'm there like, all right, fuck it, sell off, and it comes back up to break even. And I'm like, fucking hell, and then it comes straight through you, and then you just lose multiple times, and you're like, fuck. And then you might make a good position then. So say this happened here, you know. Let's go say like this. So you could be watching you could reference out this orange box, yeah. Price could move in here. You're like, no, I don't think so. Price comes up, okay. Price is moving here. You could jump in here. You could get taken back out, yeah. Price could push down. You're like, fuck. I think now it might go, and then price will jump up here, push down there. You might jump in here, and then you get taken out again. You're like, fucking hell. Pushes up, comes back down, and then you're like, oh, she might go now. Man, she pushed. The point I'm trying to say is, I have done all of the bad things. I have learned the hardest possible way. A wise man once said, you either learn the hard way or you learn the hardest way. Because you're going to learn a lesson. Like, that is life. Your losses are just lessons. People have heard that cringy little phrase. You might think it's cringy, but it's just the truth. Your losses are your lessons. You need to learn. That is the whole objective of losing. The whole objective of science is failure until success. The entire recipe for success from a scientific perspective is fail, fail, fail. What's going wrong? Analysis. Why is this fucking up? And you just keep testing it. You keep failing and saying, right, what's wrong? Right, okay, what's wrong? Right, okay, what's wrong? And one of the biggest things for me is not trading on a laptop. One of the biggest things for me is not marking my trades, not journaling out all of my trades. So as I'm saying this, I've actually just realised I still haven't documented that trade from this morning. But I made sure though, and this is the thing, this is where discipline comes in, because sometimes I then have not monitored, that's not the right word. Sometimes I have not recorded my journal, and then 9 times out of 10 when I'm not recording the journal, it's because I'm jumping into trades wildly and I'm impulsively getting revenge trading, etc. And I don't even want to fucking take a screenshot of some of the trades that I've gotten before, because I'm there like, what am I doing? So you have to kind of go through that stuff to be able to get to a point where you begin to see and know price intricately. Because I drew that out before price came up here. And that's moved straight off it. And there is a good chance price is going to push down to here. And this will probably be the next small floor. Price will probably hit this and maybe at least come back up to here, because price might move quickly. Price might find the floor here. This could just be a floor somewhere around here. But if I jumped in there, I'd be up another 100 and something as I said, this could just be the floor. 5-minute perspective though, very strong candle. Another thing, giving out almost all of my secrets for free. Nah, nobody actually watches this at the moment. There's 0 fucking viewers, so hopefully this stays lost. Hopefully people don't. It's not even hopefully actually, because if this helps you, this is the whole point. But I never want to go mainstream, and I don't want this to go big. Furthermore, the more that, and this is the funny thing about online stuff, yeah. Little segue from what from what I was about to say, but you think about it like this, yeah. If I was a quote unquote trading guru and showing or selling this stuff to, let's just say, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. Let's say hundreds of thousands of people. Let's say I've got a huge following, say 1 million followers. You get what I mean? Say more than 6 figures. Say I've got 5 million followers, so I've got more than 100,000 people that are somewhat interested, just for percentage sake. Yeah. If I actually started teaching all of this to all those people, they actually managed to execute it quickly, then the markets would have to change, and the markets would change because of it. So the thing that I'm saying is, in many ways, you have to develop your own edge. Like, I can only teach you so much. That's why I'm so glad that my mentor taught me essentially almost like the basics, but in a way that most people would not like how he teaches and would not like maybe the way that he is. But the reason I went with him was because I understood, and I could see. I could see he was different from the average bullshitters that are online. And the most pivotal thing that he told me was literally, go strip it to its core. What is trading? Where did it come from? Go back to the entire beginning of all of it. And you could say, well, how far back do you go? But one definite point that you have to go back as far as is Executive Order 6102, the creation of the Federal Reserve, Creature on Jekyll Island, the book, and read all of this and understand where the monetary system that we currently live and use was built and how the infrastructure actually was made around it. And you look at the 1971, the removal of the gold standard. We're trading gold. I'm trading gold. There is a reason. Like, if you zoom out, look where gold used to be. Gold used to be pegged to $30 an ounce. Gold used to be pegged to $30 an ounce. Yeah. Look at what's happened to it. All since 1971. So now I feel I'm probably going to start sounding like him, but it helped me get to the point where I am, so maybe it can help you. But yeah, see, look, when you finally have the data that goes back far enough, look, 1971, that's when it was created. 1971, $30 an ounce. Within a couple years, $100 an ounce. What happened during these years? Go look it up yourself. I'm not going to tell you. But you can see how they manipulate the fuck out of this. You get what I mean? So, strip the system back to its core, and you start to get some intricacies, shall we say. You start to see that for any system to exist, there has to be for any system to exist, there has to be control mechanisms. There is no system without control. Without control and without structure, there is disarray. Quote Benji. Yeah? So, what are these control mechanisms? And I could go on and on and on all day. But this is not a history lesson. So, it is as simple as Higher high. Should put a little heart. Higher high. Yeah. Clone. Higher low. This is actually really fucking annoying. Can I just get the brush to the highlight? Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Lower high. Lower low. Lower high. Lower low. Lower high. Lower low. So at some point here, right? So at basically this point here, where Trump was inaugurated, or when Trump was elected, shall we say, price has changed structures now into basically a bearish formation. So now you got a lower, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and we are shorting your next lower high. It's really that simple. However, price fucks about, yeah, which is why, from a daily perspective, which is incredibly annoying, this area I referenced, yeah, as you can see, I did this when price was 02. Nice. I did this when price was up here, yeah, or maybe around, maybe I think it might have been this one actually, that Friday, yeah, because I think it was that Friday that I fucking blew it. But all of here and here, these couple candles here, I loaded up. Yeah, it was only 50 quid, but I started 50 quid in an account, and I was trying to shoot 0.01s for sell. I was trying to short off with 0.1s. Didn't quite fucking catch it. Ended up blowing that account. Why? Because you start to look on the 4 hour, chop. Lot of chop. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You get what I mean? But then price has moved right off it. In many times, whenever there is a move like this, whenever you see price ranging, yeah, because price can do three things basically. Price can go up, price can go down, or price can literally just go sideways. It's confined to a range, yeah. When price breaks out of a range, that's when you get price action that begins to clear up. What I have found with my mentor is quite often he will fuck off for half of the year and he'll do whatever the fuck he wants, yeah? Which is ideally what most people want to do, right? You want to live your life, yeah? But somehow he always manages to just fucking pop his head back up whenever price is about to open the fuck up. And you look at this, yeah? Somehow he pops his head up right here and starts saying on... Yeah, so Wednesday. So he starts saying literally on Monday and Tuesday, he's saying, look, short's down to 50. At this point, let me remind you, this point, because I'm pretty sure it was around about 9 in the morning. So price is looking like this, and he goes, oh, boys, fucking hell. We're about to see 50 down there. And now normally you're thinking like, gee, well, this was a big fucking move. You know what I mean? That, fuck, Jesus Christ. But surely enough. Bang. You know what I mean? I've kind of gone a slight bit off topic. However, we are pushing down, which is good. But I know I might have waffled a little bit. I'm trying to get better at speaking and actually talking about this stuff while staying on topic and all that jazz. But yeah, man, this is trading. This is the system that I've managed to create in quite a few, like 3 3/4 years. It's more than that. I mean, it's almost 4 years. Might as well just say that just under 4 years. This is also where trading sometimes gets tricky because, like I said, price will move down most likely into that red line I drew out there. And now at this point, you say, well, do I just get out? Right. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out because at 500 I need 1,000 now to pass the challenge. So I'm pretty damn happy with that, to be fair. Also because from a 1 hour perspective, if you ask me, I don't think we're going to get a lot more steam today. We could, but we would have to push through 95. And part of me's thinking, I think we might fuck around. I think we might push back up for a little bit of wickery at some point. Yeah, never mind, we're pushing. This is the thing though. I'm making 700 here. Yeah? 720. At this point, I'm already basically at 500. So what did I close? 475. You get what I mean? It's just bouncing. At this point now, I'm coming out at 500, basically tipping on 600. Like, well, probably about 550, bouncing around 550. What difference does it really make? You get what I mean? Like, because I can hold it, but I kind of can't really be fucked. It's 20 to 4. I think I'm about to go out and enjoy the last little bit of the day. Because also, from the 4 hour, do you get what I mean? Like, this is now at the point where if it bounces and slows down, it's fair enough, you know what I'm saying? So, 131 plus 475. 475 plus 131 is 606. And 606. So in total, today's total is 775. Hello. Yes, so today's total is 775. 606 divided by 35,000 times 100 is 1.7%. Plus 1.7%. Manual close. Bosh. Manual close. Date and time. So now let me journal. The other position, so we took the earlier position at 11:51. 11:51. Now, is there any way? Yes, so if I go on my iPad, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Bang, iPad. iPizzle. Damn! Is it actually bouncing? Fuck off. It's pushed right back up to where I was saying. Fly me to the moon. Bounce to level. I think I can exit it here. Literally, I couldn't have you couldn't have happened better. Like I said, right here, price slows down, price then pushes through, retest, push off. It's clearly found some point, so this is most likely someone taking some sells and closing a sell position, like a bank, like a large ass. Because look at that. Most likely, and that is right on where we have essentially bounced from. So this is right on the breaker candle. This is right on the upside change of structure. So this morning, obviously, price going down, lower low, lower high, lower low. Well, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This point here was the breaker structure, hence why I bought in, right, just as it was basically a hunch on price is about to break structure. So it's one of those where, like, look, at this point here, if this comes down, yeah, position's most likely done. It might hold here, so you'd have the stops most likely below. It could hold there and then push. But at this point here, I was thinking, yeah, I think this is it. I also bought in about here. Let that be known. However, there was a literal, almost a point difference because price was, as you can see here, chopping. But I got in because, look, price is chopping. Yeah. Right on 95, I was thinking, yeah, price has got to go. And price did explode, which was lovely. It was very nice because, as you can see there, no drawdown at all. Straight corn. We love it. You get it sometimes, some other times you don't. That's how it is. As I'm saying this now, price very well maybe basically making a support here and could push on and most likely test there, like from there to there. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to draw a straight line, but I'm also not going to draw a box. If price is to correct, otherwise we are going to see 95. It's as simple as that. Price just moves from problem to problem. Like when price is here, yeah, price goes back to either here. So when price is here, like when these candles are like that after price is pushed down through, price either goes and stops here, or it'll come and stop there, stop there. It's just, or you have prices likely to see this area, you know what I mean? And price does see that area and it finds it hard to get through, and then what? Pushes up. And then where does price come back to? Where price pushed off. If you want to really mark out the low candle, then yeah, look, bang, hits there, gone. What happens again? Here. Bang. Touches there, gone. That's what happens when it trends. You just gotta, you just have to, you know what I mean? You just gotta find a groove, man. Gotta find your groove, man. Mate, honestly, all you just gotta do is focus on understanding how price moves, because this is how gold moves. Yeah, the way that I'm trading is a loose it's like a template that you can put over all the charts, and this is how charts move. However, each asset or commodity, whatever you're trading, will move differently. So if I am to show you, for example, the Dow is a lot more of a trend when she moves. Do you know what I mean? However, you have periods of time which are like like an hour and a half where it's gone nowhere, where this is literally no liquidity, is literally not moving, and then it absolutely rockets, and then as you can see it goes nuts. So you have to know what you're trading. I know gold. I've been trading gold for almost 4 years now. That's how I can place this stuff out and have it bounce almost perfectly off them all. You get what I mean? Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. This one's wrong, we're seeing here. Yeah? I could have drawn another one out here, but that was basically this one. You know what I mean? Price we're seeing here. If we break through here, we're gonna see 95. If we don't break through here, there's a good chance you're gonna see this. And if we break through this, there's a good chance you're gonna see this. If we break through there, and we look for here, there, there, so this region, then that region, you know what I mean? Blah blah blah, I can go on and on. 1552.